Hello everyone. I have been wanting for some time to compare these two tools. We have been using the Wagtail Wave for dealerships and such like this for several years now. Absolutely love it. They are a little bit pricey though, so along came slightly cheaper the Unger Nlite version, and I thought this was going to be great because it was obviously built pretty stout. But I gotta say, I'm very disappointed. What is the purpose of this tool if not to do glass curtain walls like this? So why the Wagtail Wave is great? It allows you to go all the way down to the ground with this method, scrubbing and rinsing as you go. I like to scrub the glass once and then fan down like a squeegee, doing a rinse pass, and go all the way down. And the windows come out fantastic. And this pivots the whole way, so you can pivot all the way down to the ground. It's great design. It's pretty simple. It does tend sometimes to get flipped around kind of funny, and it can happen oddly quick and kind of throw you off, but once you get used to that, it's not really a problem. This guy, Unger, what has happened to you? I hate to say that. I like a lot of Unger stuff, and we have a lot of Unger tools that I'm very happy with. But here's the problem. This thing does not pivot anywhere nearly as far as it needs to. When you get halfway down the glass, it begins to lift off at the bottom, and you certainly can't go any lower without having to turn it. And the reason why is because this completely unnecessary handle angle that doesn't even need to exist. It could be totally straight, it wouldn't make a difference. This is not a squeegee, so it just needs to be flat on the glass. That's all that matters. But that handle angle makes it run out of room to pivot before it would pinch off that hose, and so they have put stops in the hinge mechanism to keep it from pivoting far enough to pinch the hose. Now that hose did not need to run through there, and this handle, if it did need to run through there, did not need to be on this angle. Now added to that, there's another flaw, and that is that these corners, they're great for angle top windows, but let's be honest, those are usually a residential thing. 99% of what I feel this tool is for is not doable with it, whereas the Wave gets into the corners just fine without having to pivot it on a weird angle like you do with this. The Wave allows you to work all the way to the ground without having to change your work angle. Can't do that with this. So Unger, I'm really sorry. I have to give my first genuinely bad review of an Unger product. Hopefully there's some fixes to this. I honestly wish I could return it, but I kept, and maybe I can, but I kept it for a while before we put it in use. Yeah, quite disappointed, sad to say. It's not to take away anything from other Unger products, but this one's a no-go. Sorry, guys.